this will be, let me get my sponsors set here. This will be coming down in 3, 2, and 1. Welcome, I'm Pete McLeod, and we're with Earl Blake, two-time state champion wrestler and our WFMD Athlete of the Month for February. Just forget the calendar because of all the snow and postponements. We've had a shake-up in our schedule. Good to have you here, Earl.
Thanks, good to be here.
And Earl, an incredible record. Let me just tell you a little bit about him. He has this year had a 41-1 record in matches. That's pretty good. Who was the one loss? That's what we always ask for.
I don't remember his name exactly, but he was a great wrestler from West Virginia somewhere.
Oh, that's your only loss? And let's get the news right up front here. You're coming back now from North Carolina. Tell us about the tournament you were in just last weekend.
I was coming back from Virginia Beach.
Oh, Virginia Beach.
Yeah,
okay.
Virginia Beach. And it was a national tournament, NHSCA's. And it was a tough tournament all the way through. It's a great tournament. And wrestled well in it. A lot better than I originally thought I was going to do, but I was hoping to, go there and do my best. And I managed to get all the way to the finals and had a tough match in the finals, and I lost. But it was great.
Well, that's
great
national.
experience.
We're talking national competition.
Oh, yeah.
So, there's no shame. And then you are only a junior. I was mixed up. I thought you were a senior because of all your accomplishments, but you're just a junior still.
Yeah.
So Coach Ben Arneson has another year to look forward to.
Absolutely, it should be fun. It should be fun.
Your Lincoln Wrestling really coming up. You guys did pretty well as a team too in the year.
Oh, absolutely. I was very surprised on how we did. It was amazing. Everybody stepped up, and it was just great. It's great.
Well, to be 41-1, you're used to winning. When you do lose, is it a psychological hit for you, or what?
Not necessarily. I mean, before the season even started, I lost, I guess, a kind of like a who's who's match to a kid, Nathan White, and I kind of just took it on the chin as like a inspiration to keep going and like to push harder. And then I lost to a kid in West Virginia, and I kind of just, I said, okay, well, it shows me the things I need to work on, and I believe that losing teaches me more than winning. So, especially when I lost at nationals just recently, it was. I mean, yeah, who doesn't want to be a national champ? But, I think I would have. I definitely learned more from losing that match than I would have ever learned from winning. So, I don't like losing, but I welcome it.
We're talking to Earl Blake, and he doesn't lose very often. He's a two-time state champion. Your sophomore and junior year, right?
Yeah.
Two state championships, which is two more than most people would even dream of getting. But you won your second straight wrestling title in the state of Maryland this past, I guess it was early March. Walter Johnson's Jacob Bernstein, you beat him 13-6. You wrestle at the 126-pound weight limit. First two-time state champion in wrestling in Linganore High School history. They've had some great wrestlers in Linganore also. A good program over there for sure. Sonny Joseph, the athletic director, Ben Arneson is the head wrestling coach. Last year, I'm just looking for last year, he also at 126 pounds defeated North Hagerstown's Brian Stewart. And that's a fairly local guy there. And in beating Bernstein for the championship this year in 2018, you had 5 points in the second period, 6 in the third after a takedown. So it was a tough match.
It was. I thought it was a very well wrestled match.
And earlier you had won the Frederick County title, and you were named the outstanding wrestler of the county tournament.
That was pretty cool. I wasn't really expecting it, but I thought it was awesome.
Why did they give you that honor? I mean, you obviously you won the championship there, but
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too sure. I just I like to think that people kind of like me. I like to think that I'm nice enough to where people would like me. But I mean, there's definitely some kids I thought deserved it. But to be able to have that honor to be named that was amazing.
Yeah, actually, I think it was the title was most valuable wrestler, most valuable wrestler in Frederick County. That is quite an honor because wrestling is a strong sport in this county.
Yeah.
And you won the 4A, 3A West Regional title also.
Correct, yeah.
And then went on and won the state title again, as you had done in 2017, 2 state championships in a row. And your your record for the season of 41-1. I think anybody would be happy with that. And how is wrestling at Lincoln, or do you enjoy it over there? I would think so.
I love it. The environment is unlike none other. Oh man, we have a crazy environment. It's like family. It's family.
Now, when you say crazy, you're talking about what the crowds at the matches?
Not necessarily the crowds, just the environment, the practices, and I mean we have the whole spectrum of crazy, outgoing, silly kids to serious, get to work. I mean it's a great spectrum to have, and it's a really great environment to thrive in. So I love it.
Now, what drew you into the sport of wrestling? Because it's not for everybody.
It's not, and you definitely have to pay your dues. I didn't start off this amazing wrestler. I mean, I used to lose all the time. In junior league, I never placed it. Well, I did place at states. I never won states at junior league. I used to lose to kids that, I mean, I never thought I'd lose to. I mean, you definitely pay your dues. But what really I love about it is you can go out there and you can be yourself. Like, no matter what happens, it's you out on that mat, no one else. And whatever mistakes you make, it's on you. You can't blame anyone else. It's you. If you win, it's all you. If you lose, it's all you, no matter what, the whole time.
That's what, yeah. Golf, tennis, those are kind of sports, similar sports like that, where you really, you look around for a teammate to blame, or they blame the coach, but that's not going to work.
Nope,
yeah, you were the guy, but it takes courage, and I know I've been told that wrestling is probably the toughest sport physically, and why is that? I guess you're using every muscle in your body out there, because you're only out there for 5 or 6 minutes most time.
People ask me all the time why I run and why I train so hard for 6 minutes. And they're like, oh, well, football is, an hour and a half, or you can go out there and play another sport for so long. I tell you, you step on that mat and give everything you got for 6 minutes against another human being who's going just as hard, it'll be the toughest 6 minutes of your life. I mean, you're out there fighting tooth and nail with another human being just going at it. I mean, it's physically exhausting. It is just, and it's mentally demanding. I mean, it's not just the physical aspect of it, it's mentally. I mean, if you mentally break out there, it's over. And physically, you have to be in the best shape of your life. I mean, I applaud every wrestler that steps out on the mat, because it is physically demanding.
I can feel you have mutual respect for even the guys you beat,
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And you were at 126 pounds, and I know you to keep that weight, you make some sacrifices too, right?
Plenty of sacrifices made. Sometimes I wish I could just eat another scoop of ice cream, or I watch my friends and they'll be eating a whole big lunch, and I'll have my little salad and have my water I can drink for the day, and it's tough, but that goes with the mental part of it. You gotta be able to give up those things for the things you want.
Now, was there a family connection with wrestling in your family, or did you have friends, or how did you get drawn into it originally?
So I had a buddy in elementary school, Vinny, and he got me going. He told me he was going out for wrestling, and it was kind of a joke between me and him, and we both were like, oh, I can beat you. It's kind of like a buddy thing. Oh, yeah, I can pin you. I can take you down and everything. And so I came home, and I was like, Mom, I want to wrestle. Let's do it. And ever since then, I mean, it's been a wild ride. So I'm glad I had that. Glad it happened.
And you had family support.
Oh, absolutely. My mom has been to every match. I mean, my family loves watching me. Everybody all around Facebook, and it's been a lot, and it's been helpful throughout everything. I mean, just this weekend, my mom and my grandmother drove 3.5 hours to come see my finals match
at Virginia Beach.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy support. I mean, you couldn't ask for that anywhere else, So.
Well, I guess the question for you is what do you do next? I mean, you placed second nationally in a national tournament. You've been almost undefeated in the state of Maryland for a couple of years now, and your senior year coming up, you'll obviously, I would think you're thinking of going to college. Or
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any choices, or have you looked into it at all? Anybody contacted you, or?
I've had some few contacts. None that I can't really. I'm interested in everything. I think it's all great, and I love it all. I think the attention is awesome, and I really like the opportunities that I'm getting. But other than that, I mean, the vision for next year is just perfection. I think that's the number one thing for wrestling is perfection. I think everybody strives for perfection, and almost being undefeated or getting second. There's always a way to improve. So I think that's the goal here.
I think you have the right attitude, and at senior year, it could be your best year. And even if you did slip, you've got all this record behind you. Not going to take any of this away from you. Anybody can make a mistake, but I think you certainly seem to have the attitude, and and you go beyond. And I imagine someday you might see yourself even in an Olympic on an Olympic team, maybe.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Is that really the ultimate that you in your sport, or?
I got to be honest. I'm not really looking Olympic. I would love it if the opportunity came. I think that I might jump at it, but I kind of look ahead as academically and where I see myself in 10 years. Not so much as me as an athlete, but me as a person and financially. All
right. Well, let's. How about in your subjects academically? What are you attracted to academically at Linganore?
Definitely in the medical field.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yes.
So you take a lot of biology and.
Right now, I'm taking chemistry. And it's a challenge.
Man, yeah,
it's definitely a challenge. But I'm enjoying every minute of it. I'm getting a lot of help from my teammates, my wrestling teammates. They're extremely smart, and it goes to show the family we have. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Well, it's been awesome having you in here talking to you because you're a great champion, state of Maryland in 2018 and 2017. Finished second at a national tournament just last week, and 41-1 on the year, and he's only a junior with a senior year to come. We want to thank you, Earl Blake, for coming in here.
Thank you for having me.
And good luck to you and the Linganore High School wrestling team. I guess next year, because your season's over for this year, but next year is still on the horizon.
Absolutely, we're coming hard.
All right, and we want to thank our sponsors sponsoring the Athlete of the Month competition, and Premier Dental Arts and Buffalo Wild Wings are our sponsors of the Athlete of the Month, and the sponsors of our weekly Frederick County Sports Weekend, again, Premier Dental Arts, and also Dr. Guy Cappuccino. And I want to thank Earl Blake and his mother, Justin, for coming in here today and making the trek, because it's a little trek and it's kind of crazy with the traffic around here. But I want to thank you for coming over here. And I want to thank you for listening. Join us again next week for more high school and college sports on Frederick County Sports Weekend on WFMD.